Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Rocks Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of May 4th. May the 4th be with you. 2016. There is a Star Wars book on the list today, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, let's get right into it. First up on my pull list is Detective Comics number 52, last issue of Detective Comics before Rebirth. Really enjoyed the New 52 stuff overall. There was a couple times where the story kind of lagged a little bit or wasn't as good. Kind of in the beginning was when that happened. But overall, really, really good stuff. So yeah, so it's going to be done. So if you want, you can go grab trades and read up on that, or go to Comixology and just buy them all up on a sale. So yeah, I'm going to be saying that a lot. Next up, we have The Discipline number 3. This is from Peter Milligan. The first two were kind of interesting. I'm probably just going to finish it out because I think it's only 4 issues. Might be 6. I don't know. It doesn't say. But yeah, it's okay. It's weird. But it's got demons and sex and weird stuff. So yeah. Next up on the pull list is Flash 51. If you're like, wow, Flash is behind. It is. It's delayed. So it's trying to catch up. Funny enough, Flash is trying to catch up. He's going up against the Riddler, who's been the big kind of manipulating everything to capture the Flash and all that stuff. So I'm curious to see how that ends up. Next up is the new Valiant event, 4001 AD, number 1 of 4. There's a ton of covers for it, so check your shop to see which one you like the best. That's the one I enjoyed, so I went with that, and it was Charlie West approved, so yeah. Next up is Midnighter number 12. Midnighter's on my pull list this week because of, if you can't tell, Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Suicide Squad's in it. I don't remember if they were in the last issue. I think it was skipped, but I'll have to go back and check, because if they are, I'll have to go grab that issue. Speaking of Suicide Squad, we have Suicide Squad, the new Suicide Squad number 20. I don't know when this one's finishing. I don't know if this is the last issue, or if it's going to continue a little bit before its new rebirth in August. But yeah, August seems to be this year the Suicide Squad month. But I'm totally excited for the Suicide Squad that's coming out, because Jim Lee's going to be drawing it. So yeah, that's going to be great. There was one variant I picked up this month from DC. DC's doing homage variants to their New 52 number 1s. So the one I picked up this week was for Detective Comics number 52. It's the homage to Detective Comics number 1 back from 2011. So yeah, so that's it for my pull list. I'm going to give you a huge warning. A ton of graphic novels came out, and a ton of big graphic novels came out this week. I spent a fair amount of my credit on these books, but they're totally worth it. So the first one up that's really big, which I already own in trade paperback, but when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I gotta own it, is the heavy as shit Gotham Central Omnibus. This collects issues 1 through 40 of Gotham Central by Ed Brubaker, Greg Rucka. It is amazing stuff. I cannot recommend Gotham Central high enough. It is just really solid, and it's nice to have this large size collection of it. And it's a reasonable price of $99.99. So you're getting, 40 issues for a little over $2 an issue. But it's good stuff, and I'm glad they put that in print. Next up is one I've been excited for a very long time, and it's going to go nicely, not next to, but nicely with my Annihilation Conquest omnibuses, and that is the Guardians of the Galaxy Abbott and Lanning omnibus. This collects issues 1 to 25 of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm going to read it here. Thanos Imperative Ignition number 1, Thanos Imperative 1 to 6, Annihilators, or material from Annihilators 1 to 4, and Annihilators Earthfall 1 to 4. So this has a good chunk of stuff in it. It's $100, but this is the Guardians of the Galaxy you want to read, and if you want, it's in this nice big omnibus format finally, and I cannot stress how much that series is great. Yeah, all of the stuff I picked up is awesome, and I highly recommend it. Last up on the pickup graphic novel list is Scalped, the Deluxe Edition Book 4. This collects issues 35 to 49 of Scalped. Good stuff. This is Jason Aaron's really solid work from Vertigo. I have the trades, but it's just so super nice to have a nice hardcover collection of the stuff I really enjoyed. So Scalp Book 4, I think there's one more book coming out, and that should finish it out. But yeah, totally worth it on all of those purchases. It is going to hurt your wallet a little bit, but that's what we save money for, right? All right, let's get to the read list. So first up on the read list is Aftershock Genesis. Number 1, this is a $1 previews book. It has a couple of Aftershock little preview things in it, and then just kind of a guide to what's coming out for Aftershock. Aftershock is, from what I've read so far, okay. I enjoy some of the titles that come out from Aftershock. Not enough to get the single issues, but hey, if you're into that and want something different, I highly recommend checking out Aftershock, the publisher Aftershock, because there's some really strong talent working at that publisher. Next up, we have The Final Days of Superman number 5 in Batman and Superman number 32. So I'm reading up on those, The Final Days of Superman, which is going to lead into Rebirth, which comes out later this month. So far it's been okay. I like hopping between books on a Superman story. It's a lot better than what Superman's been, so there's that. Next up, we have Black Widow number 3. I flipped through it a little bit, and there's about as much dialogue in this. It's like halfway between the virtually no dialogue in issue 1 and the kind of a little more dialogue heavy issue 2. So this one fits in between. So you should read it fairly quickly. Next up is Empress number 2. This is the Mark Millar book from Icon. The first one is interesting enough, so I'm going to give issue 2 a read. I honestly don't even remember what issue 1 was about. Just being honest. Next up is Green Arrow number 52. This is the regular cover for Green Arrow 52. There was a homage variant for this, but I'm looking forward to seeing how Green Arrow ends. Because, yeah, I mean, Green Arrow, the book started out really rough, but then once Jeff Lemire came on board, the book has just been amazing since issue 17, and just been a solid title with Lemire's run, and the following creative teams have kept that steam going. So yeah. Next up, we have Green Lantern number 52. This is the last issue of Green Lantern before Rebirth. It does have a variant cover, homage cover, which is the yellow Sinestro instead of the green Sinestro cover. So it's actually an homage to that issue. But Green Lantern's been okay. After John's, it was not necessarily the best. It staggered a little bit. It's had a lot of, kind of downs, a little bit of ups, but not so much. So I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with it, and then seeing where Green Lantern goes from here. Next up, we have a Road to Civil War 2 book, which is Invincible Iron Man number 9. I mean, it's okay. Bendis is doing okay on that book. I prefer that one over International Iron Man. But if I had to recommend it, I'd be like, if you like Iron Man, cool. If you like Bendis, cool. Art's pretty cool on it, so yeah. Next up, we have Jeff Lemire's Moon Knight number 2. The first issue was very interesting. I'm curious to see where it goes from here, but yeah, I thought it was a fair number 1. A lot better than I enjoyed it a lot more than the last Moon Knight Moon Knight series that Warren Ellis was writing on. Next up, we have Punisher number 1. Yep, that's right. We have a Punisher number 1 book, and it is not for kids. So hopefully it's pretty interesting. It is drawn by Steve Dillon, which is awesome, and Steve Dillon should just forever draw Punisher. Yeah, good stuff. Next up, we have, hopefully I don't butcher this, Renato Jones, the 1% number 1 from Image. No idea, but it's a Warren Ellis book. Well, no, it's created, written, and drawn, colored by. Oh, sorry, not even Warren Ellis. It's Carrie Kyle Andrews. Warren Ellis does the quote. That's why I was like, Warren Ellis is on the book. We'll see what it is or how it is. If it ends up on the read list next time in issue 2, then you know it's probably fairly decent. Next up is an Aftershock title, Rough Riders number 2. I enjoyed issue 1, so I'm curious to see where it goes from here. It looks like they're gonna go recruit Harry Houdini. Next up, we have Star Wars Poe Dameron number 2. Really enjoyed the first issue, so I'm looking forward to issue 2. The Star Wars books overall just amazing, amazing stuff. And yeah, if you're not reading them, you need to get caught up. They're good. Another number 1 from Marvel is Thunderbolts number 1. We'll see how this takes off and see if it's good. I never read the Thunderbolts from the first incarnation of it, and I tried reading the second incarnation, which was Punisher, Red Hulk, Elektra. There's a bunch of people on the team, but yeah, we'll see if this one sticks. And finally on the read list is Uncanny X-Men number 7, continuing the X-Men Apocalypse Wars. It's been a good stuff so far, and I'm enjoying the Apocalypse War stuff, which is weird to say about X-Men titles because for a very long time they haven't been that great. So a couple things that I didn't get a chance to pick up was Batman Beyond number 12. I'm not sure if that was ending. Excuse me, take a shot. I'm not sure if that was ending, but I've been enjoying it so far. Bloodlines number 2 of 6 came out. I actually got a chance to read Bloodlines number 1, and it wasn't too bad. I actually enjoyed it. So I'm going to check out Bloodlines number 2 if we still have a copy. If not, oh well. But yeah, it's interesting enough. And then we have Daredevil Punisher number 1. It's a one-shot, I believe, of Daredevil and Punisher, written by Charles Soule. So I'm curious to check that out. Legend of Wonder Woman number 5. It's the digital first Wonder Woman title. Issue 5 comes out, and that collects chapters 13, 14, and 15 of the digital stuff. And then last but not least is Spider-Man 2099 number 10. Just enjoy Spider-Man 2099. So yeah. That's it for my pull list. Thanks again for watching. It is May 4th, so may the Force be with you today. Hopefully you have some fun today doing Star Wars stuff. I am hopefully going to be getting down to my local Barnes & Noble to pick up three books. 3 books. Yes, I said books, not comic books. Books. I'm looking to pick up Star Wars Bloodlines, I believe it's called. Came out yesterday, as well as Richard Russo's Everybody's Fool. If you know Richard Russo, he wrote Nobody's Fool, which was turned into a movie with Paul Newman, which is awesome. And yeah, so this is like a sequel to that, and I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm pondering picking up the new book from George R.R. Martin, which is like the Knights. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's the one that came out after Dance with Dragons. So yeah, so that's pretty much it this week. And yeah, Ryan is going on his honeymoon after this weekend, and so I will be running the shop with Marshall. Hopefully we don't burn the place down, but I don't foresee any problems. Remember, Free Comic Book Day is this Saturday, so get down to your local comic book store and pick up some free comics. A decent selection of stuff this year. If you're curious about Suicide Squad, they are having a reprint of issue 1 that they're giving away, and that's of the Adam Glass stuff from New 52, not the new Suicide Squad. So I highly recommend picking that up if you haven't read it. It is really, really good. A couple of Marvel things are coming out. One is tied to Civil War. And yeah. But get down to your local shop. It's Free Comic Book Day. It's a great time to come down and see check out your local shop, or check out a new shop, or just in general, promote reading to a younger generation. So yeah. Let's see, what else do I got? Civil War is out this weekend. I'm going to be going and seeing it on Thursday. Hopefully I'll be able to get a review up of that this weekend. I did do my Loot Crate opening for Quest, which I need to upload, but haven't had a chance. Sorry. Take another shot. Alright, let's do the outro stuff. let's just get out. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please feel free to leave comments down below. Always enjoy comments. And all that wonderful stuff. You can help support me and my fellow conspirators of the the Comics Conspiracy podcast, which we just finished recording episode 259 tonight, where we talked about. Oh, what did we talk about? We talked about who's your least favorite out of the top 3 at DC, which is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So you can find out our answers there. Sorry. Ugh, long day. And we talked not too much news stuff, so we're just all over the place. But Chris Noyes was on, one of our Patreon backers, and customer at the store, just had his wedding, which was Star Wars themed. Awesome stuff. So yeah, but you can help us support us through Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/comicconspiracy, for a little $1 a month, you can help us with the hosting and getting pizza and helping me, get a couple extra things at the shop. And to all our Patreon backers, thank you. We do appreciate it. It is, you help keep us going. So yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. You can find an actual list of my pull list every week at conspiratorbrock.com. The video is there, and also the list with links to the Comixology websites where you can buy these issues. That's pretty much it. I'm tired. I need to get this up for you people. You bunch of savages. Oh no, I love you. I love my viewers. They're awesome, awesome people. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.